Hey, what's up, guys? So, I have something special for you today. I thought I'd make a quick video on how to do this new technique I figured out about a month or two ago. So, I was messing with DS4 Windows, and if you guys know how to do the infinite stoppie in GTA, basically you just pick up some speed, hold down LT slightly to where the tire just comes up, and then you hold hop, and you get the speed boost here. And with that in mind, I try to make a profile in DS4 Windows that would consistently give you that infinite stoppie. So what I mean by that is no matter how hard I press on LT, it always stops at the same amount of pressure. So I made this profile and I kept lowering the decimal amount on the stoppie, right? So I try to find the point that was the lowest to where the stoppie just wouldn't work, and I figured out at that amount of pressure you can do fakies, and it just blows my mind that it even works. But you just jump and hold hop and reverse. That's it. You can do it on flat ground. If the ground is tilted even the slightest, you're pretty much just gonna roll back the whole time. The one downside to it is that you don't really maintain momentum. So if you have a bunch of speed and you jump into it, you're always going to kind of go the same speed like that. But if you're doing slower, like street tricks or just anything, even if you're doing normal BMX combos, like it opens up so much more to, like a different styles you can mess with in the game. You can finish combos with a fakie. Like there's just a lot of shit you can do with it. So anyways, I will explain how you do it here. If you have DS4 Windows, or if you don't have it, you go to Google, you type in, I already had it up on that tab, but it's Ryochan 7 DS4 Windows. You click this link and then download this .zip. Once you do that, you just drag the DS4 Windows folder out of the .zip into the downloads of your desktop, yada yada, and then you open it up, click on the DS4 Windows.exe, and it doesn't install, it just opens up right away. Once that happens, you go to settings here, click controller driver setup, and then install this VIG-EM bus driver here at the top. If the controller doesn't connect automatically in this little area, you don't see anything, just restart the PC. So my controller's connected here. If you get to this point where you can see the controller, go here. You might have to make a new profile. I forget how it looks by default because I have way too many profiles there right now. Just say this is your default profile, right? You go to edit. Down here, there's this max output setting, and this right here is what changes everything. You click on this, you type 0.251. You gotta type that exactly. You could type in 0.25, but I think you do, like, you're able to fakie a little bit better at this number, or the number's just lower and it works either way. So you type that in, hit enter. It's gonna say 0.25, but it takes decimal numbers more than 3 digits. It just doesn't show it. So you do that, you hit apply and save, and that's it. You come into the game. My controller stopped working. Shit. When I went to settings here, I just disabled the controller in the game. So anyways, you just saw me riding backwards a little bit, so it doesn't matter. The thing is, I wanted to say, like, with the infinite stoppie, it's doable with the controller just by manually pressing on that pressure amount. It's kind of hard to hold it right all the time, but it's doable. This fakie though, I was telling some people that I don't think it's humanly possible to hold this pressure amount, because when you're holding down L2 or LT doing the infinite stoppie, you have this big window of the amount of pressure you can hold it in, and it's kind of forgiving. So if you let off of it slightly, you're still in the infinite stoppie. But when you're trying to do the fakie, I tried it so much, I went back maybe like 1 or 2 feet, and then it stopped. but I've never been able to like hold it with my own fingers. Like it just doesn't work. So I think that's why nobody figured this out before, is I just don't think there's any possible way of doing it unless you have some triggers that are even more sensitive than the normal controllers. I don't know what would make it possible, but either way, it's here, and it just opens up so many new possibilities for BMX. I'm playing with the keyboard now. Controller still isn't working, but that's basically all you got to do. And yeah, I will also say that pressure amount on LT is so low that you can't aim your gun if you're on foot. If you're in a car, you can't reverse because you have to press on the trigger a little bit harder than usual. So that doesn't work. You're gonna have to come in and out to change the profile, or you can make a separate default profile like I did here, and then I set up like a button, like this left touch will take me into that infinite stoppy fakie profile. If you want to look up more on how to use this program, there's probably some more tutorials online, or I could maybe help someone on trying to get all these hotkeys and whatnot set up. So I have so much shit in here, it's crazy. But anyways, that's that. That's really all there is to it. I just wanted to show it off. Last thing that kind of sucks, if you have an Xbox controller, there's no way to use this program without having a PlayStation controller. Like, you can't connect to it with an Xbox controller by default. But there is one way. So Chills is playing on keyboard and mouse right now, and I actually set up his thing to where he can do the infinite stoppy. There's this program, it's called WASD. Right here, it's a paid program though, but it's only like $6. It's kind of like the Steam controller settings on steroids. You just have so many options, and the reason this program here is important is because you can go into the program and there's these magic things called virtual devices, right? You can make a virtual device out of any device on the PC. So you can make your keyboard become recognized as an X input like Xbox controller, or you can make the PC view it as a DS4 controller. So with that in mind, you can change your keyboard into a PlayStation controller and open up DS4 Windows, and it recognizes the keyboard in here. And then you can set, like, I don't know, any key to L2 through WASD once you have it installed. And then you can go into this and then set the output setting and put it to 0.251 like I was saying. And then you can hit an actual key on the keyboard to do it, because it puts a controller button on the keyboard. And if you're using an Xbox controller, you can open up the Xbox controller in this program, and you can apply the virtual device settings to the Xbox controller, and then you can open up DS4 Windows, and it'll view it as a PS4 controller there. So, I don't really have much else to say. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll see y'all later.